JP, you know what's so interesting, man? It's back and forth here. One of the problems I had renting to black couples was that once they get into some bullshit and one of them fucking twists his ankle at work, they can't pay the rent. That put them in a bind.
Yeah.
Whereas if they had the government backing them, okay, nigga, you slip and fail, no big problem, no big deal. The government's still gonna pay your rent, right? And that puts a lot of pressure on these blacks. You would agree, right? That are down.
Right? Yeah.
Go ahead.
So here's the thing. Let's say if I get a job and I get on, because I apply for my Section 8, 30% of your income. So let's say if I'm making $3,000 a month, I will have to pay rent like $900 a month. However, if I lose that job, all I gotta do is report. My rent go to 24. I don't have to worry about no evictions and shit. And also, the government help you buy your house.
That's right. They allow you to use your voucher toward down payment or something like that, right?
Yeah, HUD will help you buy a house.
Yeah,
the government. That's what I be trying to tell niggas. The government, if you can't do better than what the government can do, you need to shut up telling them, because the government will provide more for your kids than your own daddy. Like food stamps has been way more reliable than my damn daddy, right? So at the end of the day, can't no man compete with, you can't tell no woman specifically, mainly because women, right, getting it. You can't tell her to get rid of all of that shit that's going to help them to depend on a black man that can't afford half of that shit. And if he do give you something, he going to be complaining and throwing it all up in your face. They just gave my sister a voucher to give her for $4,000 to get her a car. To look for a car. She don't have to pay that back or nothing. Yeah. Niggas ain't gonna just do that.
No, they ain't gonna do that. Mm-mm.
When they do stuff, they look for control. I'm saying I'd rather live off the government. Fuck a nigga.
But if you can make $400,000 or $500,000, you probably won't want to live off the government. Is that fair?
Yeah. Now it will make more sense.
It'll make more sense, right? But these niggas again.
I don't give up government to work to make no $50,000 a year. Hell no.
Take a look at this video, JP.
You got it?
All right, they called him, motherfucker.
I wasn't expecting that either.
Hey, hold on, let me get her in the camera. Let me get both of y'all. This motherfucker beautiful. I've been making them babies. No abortions, nigga. No abortions,
nah,
nigga.
We can't.
No abortions, nigga.
I was trying to plan for it, but you know you can't never plan for anything. So,
right.
So I just embraced it, and then finding out that it was 3 or more.
Yeah,
because she already have kids and all the other kids.
Oh, you got babies already? How many children you got? You better have 7 motherfucking kids. How old your baby?
4, about to be 5 and 5.
Wait a minute. What you clapping for, JP? What you clapping?
She reproduced. She didn't allow the system making money to prevent them from reproducing. I believe family, that's the only, making kids as a black man, as a black woman is the last thing that you got to your name as power. That's the last thing you got. They don't break you from everything else. I don't understand how these people would sit up here and brag about that they would not, they're gonna substitute and prevent themselves from having kids to go out there and work a man's job for 40 years, 40, and save up money. You out the bam, okay, you saved up money, but you built his legacy. You didn't do nothing for yourself. And now you at this point, you too old to have kids. Now you're on your deathbed, and your whole life you worked for a job that replace you in seconds. All in the name because they told you that it take $250,000 to raise a kid. I'd rather be poor with kids than rich without none.
How many niggas you think could have 7 babies on their salary, JP?
They not one of them, not unless they millionaires.
How many niggas you think millionaires? Not many.
Not many.
You got to put a rubber on, JP. Listen to this shit. I want you to listen to this, listen.
Nigga,
That's
the
not,
Adams family at this bitch.
don't worry, we looking for another candidate. Don't worry, she
Hey,
like girls.
Hey, do
you
y'all
know?
do y'all want to have more children?
I do, but she's done.
You think so?
You know, I'm making sure she's done. She has 7.
I'm good too.
She's
I'm
good.
good.
We need another
Candidate
candidate,
to,
you know.
to contribute with us. Yeah,
That's
I
it.
like girls who like girls.
Wait a minute, what?
Yeah.
Baby, what? My nigga. Boy, this nigga done hit the trifecta.
Listen,
Wait a minute, yeah, girl on girl.
she like girls on girls.
Have mercy.
Yeah.
People right quick. You know one thing I see in this video?
What you see?
One, they might be in the ghetto. It might be poorer than the rest of the butlers.
Hold on. They're not in the ghetto, bro. They're in the neighborhood. The average nigga cannot even afford to fucking live. Understand? They're not in the ghetto.
But you know one thing I noticed?
Mm-hmm.
They both black.
Mm-hmm.
What I've been saying is when niggas start.
What you mean they both black? Wait a minute. What you mean they both black? Clarify that.
Because nowadays when niggas get money and stuff,
Yeah.
they the more money a nigga make, the more his circle become less of him. It's not more black. So even with the black female, they surroundings, the more money you climb up that ladder, the more white of your surroundings become. And so by them being black in that prominent neighborhood and they still kept it black, that's the most beautiful thing that you only see that much. Where I'm from, you only see that in the ghetto where niggas gonna be skilled with niggas.
Well, they are in a decent neighborhood. You can see the comment on the screen. Crown Heights isn't the ghetto, but they've been grandfathered into the neighborhood. So they ghetto, if you want to characterize them that way. But they've been grandfathered into a neighborhood. It has really changed dramatically over the years. So, but again, you know, what I want to point out is all these educated blacks, they like if they were encountering having 7 children, they couldn't afford it.
Right.
There's no way they'd be freaking out. They wouldn't be, you know. But
they will be out there homeless. They will be out there. They wouldn't know what to do.
But the government is going to come in and say to her, "Hey, sweetie, you just had 4 children. You need to get a bigger apartment." Correct?
Yeah.
That's how that shit works. These niggas don't understand that, right? They don't understand it.
It's going to break them up fast, just like they did in the 70s. It's going to break them up.
Let me ask you, but if an average nigga out here working 2 or 3 jobs, and he have a new baby, does the government come in and offer him a brand new, a new bigger apartment?
They're going to take it.
No, what I'm saying is, if the average guy, these niggas that criticize you all the time, if they have another baby, does the government come in and give them a bigger apartment?
No.
They got to go work harder to get a bigger apartment.
They got to go work harder.
Right? You don't have to work harder. People who are getting government, they understand. See, this is the anger, JP, honestly. That, you know, is really being distilled here why the niggas be hating on you, bro. They begrudgingly watch you because they know that they're gonna slip and fall away from where you are. Bro,
they don't want to have this government assistance on a jacket, right? Look what you see in the background. You got Tyrese Gibson that would come on here crying real tears. He connected, not only him, he a millionaire, he famous, he connected to other millionaires. Went to court for one child and lost. I didn't have no connections to no millionaires. I didn't have no money in court. And I got all my kids one by multiple mamas. I'm the only black man, really, you don't see too many black men that the daddy kids has been raised under the same roof. They got different mamas.
Yeah, that's very true. All your
kids been raised up.
All your kids by the same mama?
No.
Oh, okay.
And you don't too much see. Usually when you talk about daddy kids, you be like, okay, we know y'all didn't grow up with your daddy kids. So It used to be the mama kids, even though they got different daddies, but they used to be they used to grow up together. You don't too much see no black daddy kids, girls at that.
Yeah,
with different mamas, been raised up under the same roof.
Yeah, now that is very different. How did you pull that off?
I purposely chose a piece of shit ain't woman.
You purposely chose it?
Purposely chose the ain't shit woman to have kids with.
Why did you do that?
Because I knew I was going to get the results that I got today. The woman that's what could classify as the good woman, she really the bad woman. And what we classify as the bad woman is really the good woman. If you want to be the father to be your kid's life, don't go out there and pick no good woman, because when y'all break bad, she's a good woman. Of course, she gonna win them kids. But the woman they still want to go out, that ain't shit. She gonna say, "Here, go to your daddy."
So you wanted the kids.
I wanted to be one to raise my kids.
Yeah, that's a lot of foresight there. To be honest with you, to know that it would turn out that way.
And I got what is y'all spread? Jordan, get in that corner. And I got all my kids. I got all my kids one by one. Won them over. I'm not on no child support. I don't have baby mama drama. I wake up to my kids every day. The schools call me they daddy. Ain't no another man raising my kids. If they don't got no influence from another man. You know how much grateful this to me. This is the most ultimate successful thing that you can do.
Yeah.
As a black father, knowing the history where daddies couldn't be in their kids' lives, you got niggas that's butlers, smarty arty dudes. If they do got kids and they ain't with the mama, they send their kids twice a month.
Yeah.
Twice every other weekend, holidays, birthdays. That makes them a fun dad. That makes their kid look at them nothing more than just entertainment. They basically became a stepdaddy to their own flesh and blood.
Yeah,
I get to be my kids' life in the meat of their life.
Now you definitely hit the point there. I wanted to play this other clip for you. This is an old guy. I had to evict him recently. Let me see if I can find this clip. Damn. Anyone know where that Nothing I Can Pawn video? Where is it? Is this it? Let's see.
Yeah, you think so, right? Maybe not so big,
We done already told you that we waiting for Wednesday, man. My check is coming. My stuff is on the way.
I told you yesterday.
I can't see it.
No, you can listen.
All weekend.
What you mean you didn't hear from me all weekend? We done already told, bro.
I told you yesterday.
Yeah.
And what did I tell you yesterday?
You told me yesterday. You said, you gonna
pack up your stuff. You got to go. That's what I told you yesterday.
Can I, when I get off work, can we do?
Hell no, man.
But where am I gonna put my stuff at today? I got to go to work, man.
What do you want me to? I don't know what the hell you put it anywhere. Take it to work with you.
How am I gonna take it to work with me, man?
Like, I can't get you, man. You stay here for free. I told you that yesterday. What's up?
Nate, I talked to you, man. We already had agreed on that, man. We're
not gonna talk now.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, look your stuff.
I don't have nowhere to look at all this shit, man. I don't have nowhere to put this shit, man.
I'm not supposed to tell you live for free.
I'm not living here for free, bro. I'm gonna pay you. I'm gonna pay you this week, man.
You've been saying that though.
No, I ain't been saying that, Nate. You just asked me, man, when you gonna be able to pay me? I said, man, look, my check is gonna be here between 9 and Wednesday, bro. You still? I said, yeah, man.
But you told me your sister's husband or something.
Man, I ain't even say nothing else about it because they fucking played me, man.
I know. That's what I'm saying. They played. I can't be played.
I'm not playing you, Nate.
See, I know. Right?
Yeah. So what you hear is an old black man. You know what? If
my check is coming.
He's under pressure.
Right.
He got broken ribs, trying to compete with the Hispanics. Done been worked up out of a fucking job. And now he's 60 years old. right? You want to let me show you a picture of this nigga. Let me show you a picture of this nigga. This is a nigga on the stream. I wish I could show you the play the video of him saying, I ain't got nothing I can pawn. I'm broke as fuck. I ain't got shit. But he out here busting his ass with broken ribs at 60 years old. And let me see. Here's the nigga here he is. 60 years old right here, JP. And like you can't make the argument. Here he is. Here's a guy 60 years old, broken ribs, no money, working in a warehouse job. No one's going to argue to me that he's living better than you. He's made
Definitely not.
No one's going to argue that. Busting his hump at a fucking warehouse at 60 years old. You know, and I think that message that you have, bro, is very hard for the blacks to swallow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very, very difficult. Hey, guys, go ahead. No, go ahead.
No, what I was going to say is I can never picture myself. I can never picture myself to, and that's what he got. That's what working to get you, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is the outcome of working a job. Most niggas gonna work a job to the day they die, and it's nothing but really check to check. I don't think a job meant for you to be prosperous. Right? You're supposed to be on there long enough for you to be able to develop something of your own. I can never picture myself working 60 some years of your life with fractured ribs and everything, and the result of that is what he got.
Yeah, they put him out. Yeah, the government wouldn't have put him out if he lost his job and all that kind of shit, right?
Absolutely not.
Right.
God, you think I'm gonna be ashamed? What you want me to be ashamed? Man, hell no! I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do. I'm raising my kids. That's what y'all classify as a man, right? I'm prepared. I'm using this government stuff to prepare for my own businesses. A lot of, you don't mind me showing it?
Yeah, no, go ahead.
Let me show them right quick. Hold on. I can never live like that.
Let me ask you this question while you pulling up. Would you suggest, like, to the blacks that are having a hard way to go, sacrifice yourself and try to put your children in the best position? Like, you'd be better off spending more time with your children instead of busting your hump, never seeing your children, all this kind of bullshit. And you're not even getting anywhere. You just heard my buddy Philippe say he ain't gonna rent to you niggas anyway. He gonna choose JP over you. Even if he don't like JP, he gonna choose JP over you because
he better.
Huh?
He better because he know it's good. He know he gonna get his rent every month.
That is correct.
Section 8 don't miss a beat.
Right, that is correct. And that is let me share it to the screen here. What's this right here?
Okay, let me show it to you right quick. While I'm on Section 8, this is what I'm establishing.
Y'all, why somebody told me it was gonna be 100 degrees. And I mean, when I heard somebody say it was gonna be 100 degrees outside, man, it kind of forced me. I used to like summertime when I was a kid, but now that I done got older, I like the wintertime because when it's hot outside, it just make you gotta pop out. And right now, I just want to live in my shell. I don't want to pop out. So I ended up catching anxiety attacks, and I was in the hospital. I had called the ambulance, get me to the hospital. And I really thought my chest was caving in. I'm thinking I'm having a heart attack because, I don't know, I'm so frightened of the summer weather. But, you know, I managed to get past that, and I'm all good now. Let's go party!
That's me with the food. That's my food truck. I cannot just go back into the work field and work. And here's another thing I invested while I've been on government assistance. I've been utilizing this opportunity to build independency. Here go another one right quick. Show this for me, John Gutt.
You gotta put it up.
There we go. This is my other one.
Look what I got, man.
Right here. I bought that heater. Man, it gets so warm. This thing works so good with the 4 burner. Buffalo sauce, sweet honey barbecue for the wings. That's the beef hot dog. The bratwurst. With the ground beef for the nachos. That's the cheese.
Hey JP, let me ask you this question. You know, I think, or I'm gonna make a statement. I think this is, to be quite honest with you, I think it's very important for your children to see. You know, they may or may not ever rise above your state, right? And I'm not just talking you. A lot of times I talk you, but I'm talking abstractly. You could be on welfare. That don't mean your children got to end up there, correct? And the things you're showing your children, like running that food truck. I had Stanley on here earlier, and he was criticizing me for having my children clean up some of my houses. And I found that rather curious. Like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with cleaning up?
Right.
You got a food truck. Like, your child, one of your children may one day say, damn, I saw my dad run a food truck. You don't know what they're picking up from you, them watching you run that food truck. You understand? Right?
Yep.
They may one day say, fuck this shit, I'm going to do a food truck. My daddy ran a food truck. Nigga, you don't even know what it's like for your children going to school every day saying my daddy got a food truck. Like, those are the things, right? And so, like, when I heard Stanley criticize me, and even when I see people criticize you, like your children may pick that shit up one day and take it beyond where you took it. You know what I mean? And you probably wouldn't be able to do this if you were working a job, stressing yourself. Understand, right? And so, anyway, man, it has been a great conversation. Anyone else want to talk to JP? Man, I'm seeing another. What did I see you? PayPal, JP, or what? What did I see?
PayPal.
I've been drinking and smoking, bro.
I want to say this to add to that, John.
Yeah, what's up?
Now I got a food truck and a hot dog cart. So I gave myself a 5-year goal. This is the first time in my life that I ever achieved a goal. And I stuck with it. It was hard, but I was C19 helped me with that food truck because they was giving out all of those taxes and they was giving out all of those like them checks you was getting everybody else was taking their money and go buy cars. They want to go buy clothes. They want to go on trips. Me, I put every dollar that I had for 2 years straight into that truck. I saw the bills. All my money was going into that food truck.
Let me ask you this question, and I'll let you carry on. How much of that did you have your children in the back of your mind or somewhere in your mind in terms of that food truck? I'm just curious. There's no right or wrong answer. I'm just curious.
You said how much is what?
Like when you're doing these things, like clearly, bro, your life is taken care of. How much of that is you think about your children? There's no right or wrong answer. I'm just curious.
Yeah, the whole thing. Because I feel like I done lived my life. Now I want to be the one to be able to put my kids in a position to be able. That's the reason why now I got a hot dog cart, that food truck, and that porch is going to be a lemonade stand. My kids, my 4-year-old know every time I pull up on a certain block.
Hey, JP, you want me to show you no matter what you're living?
Hold on. JP, if you want me to put him down, I will. Because I do want to have a civil.
Yeah, I just want to finish that thought.
Yeah, go ahead.
No matter what, my 4-year-old be like, we going to the hot dog cart. My kids was with me every day when I was making 1,000. Now that's just a hot dog cart. Yeah. I'm only $900 away from getting my food truck finally off the ground. It's just that I've been having to pay bills. Once that food truck get off the ground, my kids, she gonna have the lemonade stand attached to the porch of the truck, and her daddy gonna be in the food truck serving the food. So I'm teaching my kid at 12 years old to run her stuff early. So I'm basically trying to create a way that I'm gonna be damn near replacing the government. If I die, my daughters gonna have a hot dog cart, and every money that I don't buy nothing that it can't generate money. So I'm not interested in buying no cars. I'm not interested in buying no Louis Vuitton chains. I'm buying another food truck and another food truck. I want to be able, because I think about the bigger picture. I don't think about the stuff that don't bring value. And like I teach my daughters, family first, most importantly, then you play with the money, right? But you'll never put money above family. Y'all see me every day. We family. I get to spend time with my kids. Man, this is the most beautiful thing that you can have. Dude, I watch as my kids grow up day to day. They growing, they changing every day. Even they height. I'm getting a chance to watch them being this small. Now my oldest daughter is tall. My little daughter, I just had her as a baby a couple of years ago. Now she up there having full conversations, and she's number 4.
Let me ask you
the most beautiful thing on the planet.
Hey, let me ask you this question. You know, you heard the black woman saying we the most educated, but she also says she doesn't have children. She can't have these type of conversations with you, right? And you're having these kind of conversations with a black woman that probably wants children, but she wants that 6-figure nigger. It is almost mythical. Do you think that somewhat drives her crazy? Looking for
she's living her fantasy. I think these men that misled these women. 6 figures, man. I think that the problem that we having is they too caught up on illusion. American dream and money is nothing but illusion for real. Although we needed to play with, don't get me wrong. Them PayPals and stuff feels good because I get to do stuff with my kids with it, right? Because that's mainly I get to do stuff with my kids and I get to help grow financially. However, I places my family, me creating family first. That's most important. I will never not have kids because of money. Black folks, we've been poor in this whole existence in America. And we still managed to get here today. We still got black people here today. Why? Because they didn't let American Eurocentric standards prevent them from reproducing themselves. They used to intentionally try to come up with systems to stop us from procreating. It was one thing when they used to force us and try to come up with stuff to try to force us to stop doing it. But now we mentally decide not to do it. We got trillions of women who deleting their babies. We got people that's simply not trying to have kids. And the black population is decreasing. How can you gain any power when you already 14%? I would say that number done dropped down to at least 9% of black folks. We're not including the biracials. The legacy, go back in there, get on the shirt. Y'all is missing out on the most important thing that you got left. We're not here today based on no income, based on no financial literacy. No, we got here because your mama and grandma and them was screwing each other, naked, unprotected. They didn't listen to the Eurocentric stuff. My grandmas and them all had one. My daddy and them had 9. My grandma on my daddy's side had 9. My grandma on my mama's side, she had 8, but her mama had 20. 19 girls and 1 boy, Uncle Pat. And each one of them girls had a big family. I think that's the most important thing. These people, they having kids. One woman got 1 kid. She got a sister probably. The mama got a sister. So they not experiencing cousins, uncles, aunties, brothers, sisters. Dog, that's the most valuable thing. Don't you know how fulfillment that I had growing up? Yeah, we was poor. But when we got together, we felt so rich. I just said get back in there and get on the shirt now. We felt so rich and we had so much entertainment and excitement. We didn't have to go to no Beverly Hills or no Six Flags. We had that stuff in our backyard. Pool parties. The one you had to blow up the pool. We all in there, woo up the bam. That taught me social skills. It built character. It gave me a lot of personality. The struggle, I remember when I was standing in a storage unit. I was living in the storage unit in Texas. Guess what I did? I had got me a 5-gallon paint bucket, cleaned it all out, poured some Fabulosos and a little bit of water in there. I have built me out of some wood, built me a whole toilet out of wood. And then I went to Walmart and got me a $5 pillow, a couple of pillows. And I cut the pillow in half. And the open part where the half at, I nailed it down to the seat of the toilet. And I put one toilet and one pillow behind me. So when I sat on the toilet, I created a whole toilet while I was going to work. Oh, this was back in 2010. Didn't nothing stop me. I've been through the struggles. I've been living homeless. I had to be out at 16. My mama died when I was 10 years old. So when I turned 16, 17 years old, I was out there in the streets. I had to learn survivor skills. I didn't mind going to jail. A lot of times, going to jail, I knew I was going to eat. I ain't had nowhere to sleep. I knew I was going to be able to sleep and I was going to be able to eat. And all of that stuff that felt so worse to me back then, y'all got to keep in mind, I watched my mama die when I was 10 years old. No money can replace certain stuff that we have lost value on the stuff that matters. And we put value on stuff that don't matter.
Hey, JP, you know what? Damn, man, I ain't gonna lie, I got a little fucked up. I had to take me a little quick refresher here. I want to call Be Brave, man. He been itching to have a conversation with you. A much more conversation with cordial conversation with you. And then I also wanted to ask you a question. I was listening to you the other night, and you were talking about, damn, I hope Brave answers. If not, he'll probably call me back. But you were talking the other night, and it almost, I'm going to show you a clip. I saw someone in your comment wrote this. Let me see. Let's see if I can find it. And I want to ask you this here. So I heard you in your chat, and you were talking. I mean, you were talking your shit, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. You were giving it to these niggas. And I'll start here, and then I'm gonna work my way down to another screenshot here I want to share with you. And so here's the first one here. I saw you one night. Well, you didn't chime in, but Nightish was playing your content. You remember that night? And you told that nigga,
Yeah.
you said, send me a cash app, nigga, or else. You remember that?
Yeah.
And I don't know if you can see what's on the screen here, but basically, I saw that fuck nigga too, playing my shit. I said, you lazy motherfucker. And I said, whoops, nigga. I got background noise. Who's that? We got background noise. It may be JP. Anyway, so if you can see on the screen here, I said, whoops, nigga. At this point, I put my shit on private. I said, I told you, you have no content. I'm like JP. I have content, you don't. Use your feeble brain and come up with content. Jay Prince did the same thing to you. You have no content. This is proof. And I said, your subscribers can come to me for the dope, nigga. If you're going to play my content, just send your subscribers over my way. Right? And then there was another comment that I saw, and I'm going to share this with you. And then I want to get you to comment on this. This is here it is here. Let me see if I can get down to it. Yeah, here it is. Here's one more. I got two to show you. This is one. Someone said to you, JP, this one when you were at the club, you can see yourself at the club having a good time there, my man. And he says, JP, every show you go on, someone is supposed to be paying you on the back end. You bring the viewers. And the next question is, the next tweet here is, someone says in your chat, John is that nigga too. And in that stream, you were saying, I am that nigga. You remember you saying that?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's something you say all the time, or maybe I don't know if you've been watching.
I do say it a lot because they've been trying to beat me down.
Right.
They look at me like I shouldn't deserve, right? And they try to take a lot away from me. And that's what I'm trying to tell Nidus. You know, Nidus is I look at him like he's extremely a jealous-hearted old man. Yeah. And so what he do is he try to equalize me to him, basically saying that he grew up in the streets and all this other type of stuff, but he's not fascinated, right? It's something about him people don't care about, right? And so a lot of them get jealous at the fact that this is why they want to acknowledge that I am smart or acknowledge that they can learn something from me because they think they are better than me. And I allow them to think that. Like I told them, I love being the dumbest one in the room because I'm proving y'all getting schooled in school by a dumb nigga. I come from a perspective, a more realistic perspective, in a perspective that I'm actually living and experiencing. I just seen your content for the first time. One thing I can appreciate it is your content. It's John Gott's content.
Right.
You're not basing all your content on somebody else. That's something these people are afraid to do. A lot of these people ain't outside. A lot of these people don't know how to talk to people. I could start my life and people say, man, this man wake up out of bed and this show be just entertaining. Talk about nothing for real. And it be entertaining. So what they do is they try to diminish my character by saying, oh, people don't laugh with you, they laugh at you. First off, I ain't never said I was a comedian. I just be myself. I make it okay. I was the first one. What really made me stand out when I first came here on YouTube about 5 or 6 years ago, I was the first one when you had that big dude, Anton, he had a big channel. And so many people, they was dumbfounded to that. And so they all was praising him. He could have said 2 + 2 is 6, and they would agree. Nobody would say nothing. I came in scolding them, being authentically me. I ain't honest about everything. Certain stuff I know that can leave me in prison and jail. I don't speak on criminality, little stuff, unless stuff that's already, dead and gone. I can't get cooked, or nobody else can get cooked for me. But a lot of people appreciate the fact how open I was. And when I talk a lot, tell my stories, a lot of them be thinking it's entertaining, or funny. There's some stuff that
I speak for one. I mean, this is really sad. I mean, honestly, John, man,
come on, man. We trying to do a show here, man. Like you come up, we do a react to it, and I bring you up, and you can have your opinion on it. But go ahead, JP.
I speak about the stuff, man. Listen, these people, they trying to say that I'm not street. What? I'm not finna argue at the fact that I'm not street. I don't got to prove that. I know what I am. I know what type of street shit that I done got engaged in. I'm 40 years old and I'm raising my kids. Yeah, I don't indulge in that stuff now, but don't get nothing twisted. So what they've been doing is they say that I'm not street. They say that people laughing at me ain't laughing with me. They saying that I'm not a good parenting. All of my highlights about myself, even the women I'm getting. Every woman, I managed to get a woman off YouTube to fly down to me. Yeah. All these men was chasing Florida at first in her inbox.
Yeah.
And this bandit, the biggest bandit on YouTube, managed to get this woman to fly to me.
Bro, let me tell you a funny story, JP, man. There's a dude that's been working with me for years. Nigga, like, no education. My man Johnny Boy, for the people in the audience who've seen him, he's been on stream. No education, bro. Nigga is just a rough nigga. Just a real rough nigga run through a brick wall. So I had an Asian tenant, Chinese woman. What was her name? Julie, Jenny, whatever the fuck her name is. Anyway, all the niggas were trying to hit her. Niggas with jobs, good ass job, bus drivers and shit. Guess who hit?
Who that?
The nigga Johnny Boy. Homeless nigga, no job. He the one hit. And the niggas around that was chasing her, they coming home, peacocking in front of her with their fucking uniform on, big talking. None of them niggas can hit. But the rough ass nigga with no future like they had, he the one hit her. And none of the other niggas can understand how the fuck he do that. And you know, like, this is again a story of my life. Like I think the niggas don't understand, like, why these rough niggas, the niggas that are just being themselves, like they ain't aspiring to be nothing else. They're picking up the women these other niggas are chasing around.
Yes.
You know.
Yeah, John God, they'll never understand that because they believe, again, they set standards on what women should want. No, women to me is like healers. They like nurses, hospitals. They like to heal. They like to fix. And if you use a man that got all your stuff together, ain't nothing to you, nothing for them to complain about or try to fix, they gonna get bored with you. So a homeless, they might don't care to see a homeless man, but it's in a woman's nature because she's nurturing. She's feminine. Oh, it bothers a woman to see a man that, especially if she get this chance to talk to the man. And it bothers them to see, because just because that man homeless, that don't mean he's stupid. You don't know how a person.
Yeah. Keep talking, man. I'm just calling Be Brave. Go ahead.
A lot of these people don't understand how. Because my wife ended up pushing that case on me, but I was just smoking drugs or just gave up on life. You know,
Hold on. Oh shit, we got it. We might really get the party started here. Brave, man, why don't you hop on the panel, Brave?
Okay, right there.
All right, goddamn it, we got Be Brave coming. Goddamn, bro, we got. Hey, you know, Brave used to say, John, and him and Be Brave were the holy man, and I said it. Yeah, I wanted to add another slot on Mount Rushmore for you, my nigga. I said JP the holy man too because he bringing the truth to these niggas like. They can't take it, bro. You setting their fucking hair on fire, my nigga. I promise you. My nigga, you don't know what you're doing. Well, maybe you do. You know what I'm saying? You do because I heard you say some shit the other night, and I want to get to that. You were talking your shit, boy. You was in your bag. I ain't gonna lie to you, boy. You was in your motherfucking bag. You were like, nigga, I got Anton Daniels' number in my phone right now. I can call that nigga. I turned down a deal. You remember that? You remember you said that?
Yeah.
I'm gonna quote you verbatim, nigga. Like for these niggas in the audience, these niggas that don't know.
Yeah.
When you got that dope, you can turn down deals. These niggas don't understand it, right? Am I wrong, JP?
John God, when I did that, when Anton door closed, other doors open up.
Nigga, because you got dope, my nigga.
Yeah.
Right, like, nigga. I watched you. I watched a couple of your streams. I don't see you responding to 90 shit. 90 is not interesting. What the fuck you gonna respond to him for? Right? Nigga, you got your own dope. Right? You are the dope. Right? I heard that. Like I heard that nigga Art, bro. Bro. I saw what you did to Art. Real niggas recognize real niggas, and that nigga let you get up there and berate him like a dog. Like a dog. Nigga, if a motherfucker came up here, man, I throw that nigga in the back, I ban it. And I don't even ban people, but if a nigga came up here try to pull some bullshit like what you did to that nigga, he got to get the fuck out of here. I don't give a fuck if it brought me 1 million views. Ain't no fuck nigga coming up on my panel. Disrespect me, a real nigga. This how it goes. Streets. Oh, fuck
I don't want to mention none, you know.
I ain't picking on. Hold on. I just want to preface this. Again, I talk abstractly. I'm not talking about any particular person. Understand?
Mm-hmm.
But for the people who don't understand abstract concepts, I'm going to create a concrete object here, just for the people who don't understand. But
Right.
what I am explaining to you is like the dynamics in Black America, or for the audience, and that niggas like you, when you encounter niggas that you may seem is kind of weak, it's like you run right through them. Would you say that's fair? Right? Like there's no holds barred when you see a weak nigger, right? That's just the way it is in the hood. Would you say that's fair?
Yeah, that's fair.
That's right. And so weak niggas, no matter where they are in the hood or in the streets or on YouTube, like they're gonna face a lot of resistance. And you talk a lot about you're a dark-skinned nigger. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Right. And there's a reason why you mention it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what, like, for the audience and the niggas who don't know, like, somewhat slow to on the uptake, why do you think that matter? Why do you mention that?
About me being dark skinned and stuff like that.
I'm a dark skinned nigga too, so I ain't, like, what I'm saying. We speaking to each other from common ground here. Why do you think? Mm-hmm.
I talks about, I praise my darkness because it's keep trying to get faded away. A lot of people trying to take it away by interracial and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of us, you got to keep in mind, we the fathers of this race, of all races. Shout out to, what's up, Big Brave? We the fathers of all races. And like I told his pastor the other day, I said, he asked me a question. Do I think I'm superior to him? I said, well, yeah. He got upset, and I said, he asked me, why do I think like that way? I said, it's a reason why we got Black people body parts is getting sold. That means that goes to show you, with that alone, ain't nobody cutting up white people body parts and selling it. There's something about Black people body parts that's getting sold. That's one. Secondly, you cannot create me you cannot create no Black person. I can create a Black person in a white person. They call albinos, and which I believe that you are really an albino. So we can create you. So no matter how much that y'all try to shame and put Black people, make us go through all of this rough stuff publicly and privately to make us to be kind of unattractive to want to become Black, I'm still proud to be Black. If I had to die and had to come back again and go through the same racism as Black as ever, I'm gonna come in as Black as this t-shirt.
Oh, okay, that's a good point. What I want to ask you, I want you to listen to this. Let me see if I can. Damn.
What's up, Big Brave?
Oh, nothing much, old buddy.
So, damn. So I was going to ask you, within the Black community, I don't know if you say this fair or not, but a darker skinned guy versus a lighter skinned guy in the mating pool is probably has advantages. Would you agree with that? You say this fair?
Yeah. Dark is more dominant and more manly. Okay. And light-skinned dudes are more like, light-skinned people has been used for Black men and Black women to say, okay, they the treasure, they the trophy. But it seems like our nature, something about our essence still attracts us to other dark-skinned people, right? So although we was told that a light-skinned woman is the best woman, they was told that the light-skinned man, white phenotype, but realistically, dark-skinned people still is attracted to dark-skinned niggas. And then it's something about us dark-skinned niggas. We got a different type of persona.
Well, let me ask you this. Do you think the persona that the dark-skinned men have, as you speak of, is much more desirable by the Black women?
I believe so.
And puts them at a disadvantage, puts the light-skinned men at a disadvantage in dating.
Yes.
And I preface this by saying, if you were a light-skinned nigga in that club that night, the way that you just went through those women, you think they had the same experience?
I don't think so.
I'm gonna be brave in here.
What you think? Do you think they would have?
Fuck no, nigga. Like the nigga I just had on the phone, that light skinned nigga. like without even having to give him context, 20 years ago, 25 years ago, a real cute light-skinned girl walked out of the club with a hood nigga. And he looked, and I remember it like it was yesterday. He's a light-skinned nigga, and he makes a lot of money. And he wondered, why did she leave him with that hood nigga? I understood. He did not. That hood nigga was dark-skinned, had the R. Kelly rag up on his hat. He's a light-skinned nigga. And he can never pull that type of woman, almost no matter how much money he makes. And the problem for these niggas, understand, JP, which is the problem. Let's say you make a lot of money. Let's say you're a nigga to make $250. Then you go up, you want to go in the airport lounge, the executive lounge in the airport, where all the niggas that make big money. Then what happens to niggas, JP? These niggas in there make 500, 600. You can't compete with them. So my nigga Philippe that was on the phone, nigga, he tried to date a Jewish woman. You know what? I should call him back. The Jewish woman said, nah, no niggas for us. I don't give a fuck what that nigga make.
Right.
Well, this is the pressure that these niggas face. That there really is no amount of money that they can make.
Right.
You understand? And that breeds anger.
Yes.
So now what he's down to dating, he can't even get a A-level white woman because he ain't not 200. If you make $300, $400, $500, man, like this white people, nigga MFB in the audience is rich, like beyond rich. His children don't have to work. Niggas ain't got that kind of money, right? Would you say that's fair? Right?
That's fair.
And so when they run into this shit, they think they making a lot of money. They run into niggas who really got a lot of motherfucking money, and they blows their fucking mind.
Right.
You understand? Right? And JP, I think, on the other side of this, where a lot of the niggas probably will fall down, like they hate to see what you represent. But anyway, I got Brave up here, man, and I want to get Brave.
I want to say this before you go to Be Brave. Can I be brave?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
To add to that, when the dudes that got make a lot of money, when they get they women be with them because either clout or money. When them women was on me, I don't got nothing to give but some food stamps. They got the chance to want me for me. I think that's when you get a woman to want you because of who you are. You don't got to go spend. You don't got to go overly work yourself to make all of this money and put this image in her mind. Because at that point, she not with you. She with your dollar. She with your clout. And when women get with me, they be with me. I think that makes a big, gigantic difference.
What you got, Brave?
I would certainly agree. I always said, as a young man, as a bottom-feeding, broke, two-bit loser, JP, I never worried about money or real jobs or anything. And I always knew one thing, what you just said, the females that were with me, they wanted me. It wasn't my money. It wasn't my job. It had nothing to do with anything that I offered them. It was just the raw manhood they wanted.
Right.
And that is very magical. It is something that a lot of men that pursue money, they may never experience. And they got to understand, when they get a woman, you better understand one thing. And I always say this, because I've been with married women, Jay.
I got one broken up, divorced from her I already got.
Yeah, I never hit on the married women, so I can say I never hit on them. My point is this: there's a lot of these men that bend over backwards with their money, and they hate. And that one thing still, women are just the doggonest creatures because they just love that bad boy shit.
Yes, they do.
They just love that bad boy shit. And when they get a hold of one, there's just it's magic to them because they know the bad boy ain't gonna take any shit off from them, and that's the main thing.
Brave, did you see this nigga in the club, Brave? I mean, I said, Brave, like the niggas that watch DJ Hemp and need to turn that shit off and start watching JP. Like this nigga went through the club, women bending over backwards, twerking on him. He tell them, "Look, I'm on welfare, goddamn it, I ain't got no fucking money," and they still bend over.
Yeah,
right. Like And he said earlier, he said, man, I get the women when they ain't they peak, and then I leave the niggas the leftover for the niggas that's working hard. And that is a very hard pill to swallow for these young black
Well, I've seen a couple of it, JP, and I've seen some of it, but as a critique from a fellow bad dude, old fucking bottom feeder, you weren't getting the best of women, buddy. So it was like it was a little easier to get the women you were getting than the ones that a lot of men would be impressed with.
Well, if I can respond to that, Brady,
go ahead.
There's a lot of men out here making $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 a women a year would take those same women and JP get them for free.
Yes, they will.
Understand? They ain't the first women. He ain't the first woman man that they slept with.
Oh, I know that. I get all that. I'm just saying let's not pat ourselves on the back too much when we're lowering our standards.
What I'm saying is, in the black community, he getting them for free with very little effort.
That's right.
While the nigga that come along behind him, who busting his ass, working 2 jobs, he got to work to get that.
Well,
that's what, this is a black issue.
John, on that though, John, I'm saying it's not a matter of the guy that has to work to get it. All he's got to do is tap into his fucking masculine side, like myself and JP does, and he's going to be okay with money on top of it.
Let me stop you for 1 second, Brady.
Go ahead.
In the black communities, the thing that you don't understand
what's that?
JP said it. Brave, a lot of these niggas grinning every day, gritting their motherfucking teeth. Tell them, JP.
That's a fact. And here's the thing: when I showed them that it was just my old landlord. Now this was a nice house, and I tried to talk to her at first. She said, "I got a daughter around your age. Her daughter's like 7 years younger than me. I was dealing with her daughter." Then one day my landlord came to the house with her breast showing, and I grabbed her titties. She slapped me. The week after that, she came back over here talking about grabbing my titties. I was bored. I said, you want to go to the lake? She like, what? And for what? What we gonna do at the lake? I don't know, just chill and watch the sun go down. So she went home and got dressed. Came back. We went to the lake. I started banging her then. Now. Her husband, smart arty dude, worked at his job for 30 years. Took care of the 2 kids that they got. Now, she owned a daycare center, making $300K a year. I'm barely paying her rent. She my landlord. I'm barely even paying her rent. So she started leaving his house where she's at because they got a big house that they lived in. So what she did was she started coming over to the house where I'm renting from. Now at this point, I don't got to pay no rent. I'm laying in bed with her while she cheating on her husband. So I'm banging her every day. We in bed. I got the videos of it. And so I used to call her and say, let's go on a date. And she know I ain't had no money. She said, let me guess, I'm going to have to pay for her. I said, yeah. So she was just so happy just to go on a date with me. She was willing to pay. I can literally show you where she paid for the dates that I was taking her on, right? And so I was talking to her one day because she got the money. And I said, you know what? I want to open up me a group home. And anything I wanted from this woman bought a duplex. It's a 3-bedroom upstairs, 3-bedroom downstairs. And 3-bedroom upstairs, 3-bedroom downstairs. Now, damn, here go another chick calling. Hello?
Hey, it's Patricia. Hey.
What's going on, Patricia?
Hey, I'm just going to call you to see if sometime this week, I know I got to take my sister back and forth out of town, but I'm trying to set up some time this week where we can go and you can...
Yeah, I got you. I got you.
Okay.
Just hit me up.
All right. Okay.
All right, bye. You know I got you.
All right. Thank you.
That's another chick I just got. But she bought me a duplex. Upstairs, my sister Keisha stood downstairs. At that time, she had like 5 kids. She stood downstairs. I stood upstairs. Didn't have to pay no rent. Her husband lost his job. He got so stressed out to the point where they had to put him in a nursing home. He eventually died because this all he knew. He was so loyal to that job, and they laid him off. He been at that job for 30 years. 30 years. I never even met her husband, but I met his wife. He did all the right things. He got all the money, and she left that man for me. That she had essentially had to take care of. And she made me great. She bought me a duplex. I got all the evidence, all the videos of the daycare. She put me part co-owner of her daycare center. My kids used to be at her daycare. She helped me, was helping me raise Kendra, buy Kendra weeks full of clothes. Everything I want. She bought me guns. Everything. And I barely show her any attention. She used to get mad because I didn't show her that much attention.
Hey, Brave, I want to get you guys response to this video. Take a listen. This is a woman pregnant with 4 smoking weed. I want to get both of your responses.
You got it? All right, niggas see. So y'all about to have 4 babies.
4. Yeah.
4 of them motherfuckers.
I wasn't expecting that either.
Hey, hold on. Let me get her in the camera too. Let me get both of y'all. This motherfucker beautiful. Been making them babies. No abortions, nigga. No abortions, nigga.
Nah, we can't.
No abortions, nigga.
I was trying to plan for it, but you know you can't never plan for anything. So,
right.
So I just embraced it, and then finding out that